fair number of people these days invent alphabets, typically for fantasy or science fiction writing or for movies, as an aspect of world building. But very few people apparently invent ideograms, that is, symbols that each represent a truth, an idea, a proverb, a piece of wisdom. This is the story of how I came to do the latter, as a result of a series of unplanned, unexpected, and harrowing events that paradoxically left me feeling a deep, almost spiritual sense of gratitude and the desire to encapsulate some of the realizations of the time in simple, vivid, graphic forms. My partner Christy and I decided to holiday in Montenegro. Flying in, though, our plane was hit by such strong winds the pilot had to abort twice, and as we were powering up the second time, we were hit by lightning. This happened in the middle of a number of other stressful events, and the outcome, surprising, not surprising, was that I ended up in the tiny, underfunded hospital in the ancient fortified city port of Kotor with heart problems and pneumonia. Any experience that involves becoming vulnerable and losing every semblance of control, even control over your own heartbeat and breathing, is potentially a spiritual experience. And once I was, to some extent, on the mend, I discovered I wanted to capture some of the crucial moments of the experience, but not in words, in symbols. I found myself thinking of the Adinkra ideograms of Ghana, where a single symbol contains a discovered perpetual truth. And I thought ideograms present a double challenge: to know an important truth and to tell it without words in simple shapes that everyone understands, whatever language they speak. I wasn't sure how to start, but I knew that whenever possible, I wanted the symbols to follow the free, natural movements of the wrist. They were to be enacted rather than designed. So I started with gestures, simple and anatomically natural, that came to hand literally when I thought of what I wanted the symbol to say. Somewhere, a friendly snake appeared as a messenger, a guide, an aspect of the self. One symbol echoed the fascinating S-symmetry of the Adinkra Kotor Ideograms symbol. Another is a distant cousin of the Anansen Tontan symbol. Some symbols, as they developed, seemed vaguely Balinese. Others were distantly derived from the remarkable shapes of the Sinhalese script of Ceylon. In the bad old days of linguistics, ideograms were seen as a primitive form, a sign a culture had not yet evolved enough to use true writing. The Kotor ideograms have given me a very different view. A hybrid form of writing and art and design and teaching. They are far more challenging than simple letter forms, and if they work, they make immediate sense to anyone in any language. What I entirely wasn't expecting was how these symbols would change when carved. The first one I tried, the anxiety ideogram, conceived in the midst of fear and confusion and the hope of emergence, came out looking whimsical, even cheeky. A revelation of an entirely different side of my personality that must have been there all along. I can't understand why everyone doesn't do this.